Oh, looky here, it's back on. Hey, looky here, it is Mad Hatter Scrappy. Going to tell you some more stories about kidney stones. Woo! Okay, a few years back, I was in for about my fourth or fifth kidney stone. Went up to Mount Vernon, Illinois to the hospital up there because there was a kidney doctor up there. And he examined me, took blood, did all kinds of stuff. And he comes back and he says, well, it is way too big for you to pass it. We are going to have to go in there, crush it, and take it out piece at a time. I said, well, so you just going to open me up here by my kid? You open in the front or in the back? How do you? He says, oh, no, we go in your natural opening. I said, He said, oh, yeah, yeah, that's the best way to do it. Then you don't have all that healing time where we cut you open. I said, He said, yes, it's the only way. We do this every day. It ain't no big deal. And I said, well, how bad's it going to hurt? He says, you won't feel a thing. You're going to be sound asleep. I said, okay, good. He said, but. Now, when somebody says the word but, you got to start wondering about what they are trying to hide. He says, but when you wake up, the first time you go to pee, you are going to want to slap my mama. I should have told him right then, have her handy, have her close by here. But I didn't. I said, how come? He says, because when that salty urine hits raw spots in there, it's going to be unpleasant. I didn't know what to do, but I knew I wanted that kidney stone out, so I said, let's do her. Let's do it. Get in there and just yank that thing out. So I woke up from the surgery, or whatever you want to call it, where they went in there and took out that kidney stone. They had to crush it down and pull out big pieces. And now I was nervous because I had to go to the bathroom. And he says, well, his little nurse right here, that little blonde-headed nurse, she wasn't up to my shoulders. He said, she's going to go with you to the bathroom. I said, what? He said, she's going to have to go in there and help you. I said, oh, no. I've been peeing all my life. I know just how to do it. He says, no, we got to put this belt on you, and she's going to hold you up just in case it might hurt a little. I said, it's probably going to hurt a whole lot more than a little, ain't it, if you sending a nurse in there with me? He said, remember what I told you. Well, I went in there and I was braced for it. Boy, I just knew this was going to kill me. It was nothing but blood come out. Didn't hurt a bit. Not a bit. So I was all happy. I was like, I got away with that one. Went back in there, laid down. Here a little bit later, had to go again. Little nurse come in there and she walked in the bathroom with me. And I was just, oh, yeah, I can handle this. Watch it, boy. I peed. There's nothing but blood again. Didn't hurt a bit. I thought, oh, I'm past the bad part. Went laid down. Half hour later, had to go again. I rang the bell. This little nurse comes in there. She gets a hold of that belt and walks me in there. And I swear to you, this time I left fingerprints in a concrete block wall. I started going, and it was nothing but salty old urine hit that. I couldn't even holler. I just grabbed the wall, and I stood there and shook the whole time. And that little nurse, she done had that belt knotted up like this, trying to hold me up. And it was all she could do to hold me up. I told her, go get that doctor's mama. Yeah. I don't never want to go through that again. Never. Not for no reason, no how, no way. And I did. Just about 2 years ago, I had to go through there and have it done again. And it wasn't no better this time. But I'll tell you about that in a different time. Because I got to go rest a while just thinking about that. That's the most pain you'll ever have as a kidney stone. I had a sister-in-law. I got a sister-in-law who said she had 3 kids and 2 kidney stones, and she'd rather have another 3 kids than to have 1 kidney stone. She said that's the most pain she ever had. So all you folks out there, watch your intake. That's what the doctor says. He says, watch your intake, eat good food, drink plenty of lemonade, and you'll be okay. I'm going to do it because I don't want another one. Okay, y'all have a great day. Like, share, and subscribe. Oh, Scrappy needs it. Yep, thank y'all. Now get outside and have you some fun. Bye.